working on a budget, and I thought about things that you might have in your pantry. Also, things that are cheap when they're in season.
Right.
So we're doing chicken kebabs, and then I have some corn, because when you go to the store and you get 3 ears for $1.
Right.
And I thought I would use ingredients that might be in your pantry that you use all the time and things that are in my pantry. So we're gonna do these kebabs, and then I'm gonna do a quick pickle. And that is simply just vinegar, water, some aromatics, and some vegetables. So I'm gonna put apple cider vinegar because I always have this in my pantry. I put the vinegar in there, and I put some water.
Right.
Put that in there, and some pepper and some salt. And the thing is, when you are doing this, I also think about in terms of budgeting, so salt and then a little bit of sugar. When I think about budgeting, not only do I think of money, I also think of time. So this comes into a boil, and then I simmer it.
You want me to put the...
Go ahead, and so I have a yellow squash, I have a cucumber, and then a sweet onion, and just go ahead and put those in the bowl.
Dump it in the bowl. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And so then this is my pickling liquid, so it came up to the boil, and then I just simmered it enough to dissolve the sugar and the salt. And that becomes flavorful. So I'm going to put that over my vegetables, and just the fact that this is hot is going to sort of let my vegetables...
Kind of break them down.
Exactly. Yeah. And then we put that into
Put it in your mason jar and throw her in the fridge.
Throw it in the fridge, exactly. And if you throw them in the fridge, you don't have to worry about anything like...
You don't have to can it. It'll keep for a couple of weeks in there.
I saved some of this pickling liquid. I'm like, okay, let me use some of that to actually brine the chicken.
That's stretching the buck again.
Stretching the buck again. Yeah. So this is the pickling liquid. Make sure that you cool it because, warm pickling liquid and cold chicken will make you sick. And you get that for free. All right, so this is going to go into the bag, and I use chicken thighs because they are inexpensive.
Talk about inexpensive, delicious,
right? A lot of flavor,
nutritious, always full of flavor.
And then I put some store-bought barbecue sauce in that.
Another thing most people have in their pantry or their fridge.
And so you're gonna marinate that. That marinates for an hour up to 6 hours because again, you don't want to cook the chicken. You don't want it so pickled that the texture is off.
I see, yeah.
So then for my kebabs, I have this corn. So what I do is just put the corn into little kebabs. I have my skewers, wooden skewers.
Soak your skewers.
I'm soaking them not in just water, but salted water.
Oh, nice.
Yes, because that's going to put a little bit of salt on them, so you're going to get that flavor in the meat and then the corn and everything.
Very clever, right? That's a good one.
Yeah. So we're gonna skewer our chicken. Skewer and use the pointy side because.
You want me to skewer the onions?
Skewer the onions. Have it going over here. We're gonna turn these. You can see how. And then you can put a little oil.
You want a little extra sauce on it?
Put some extra sauce right at the end.
On the chickies?
On the chicken, and you put that toward the end so it doesn't burn.
Okay.
So you have that. And then we just pile these on here like this. But, you can see for a couple of dollars, this looks abundant. It doesn't look like...
It's a couple of bucks, and plus you made your own homemade pickles, too. I'm going to put them in the same shop.
Yep.
And look, and you got pickles, you can eat off of this for days. Look at that.
I know. Exactly.
Pow!
Pow!
The Chew airs weekdays, of course, at 1 p.m. on ABC.